Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. My pillow caught it. Roll call, please. What are we waiting for?
Kirby, Polsky, Kirsten,
She's trying.
Brown. Maybe it's the battery.
All right, well, I can counter it. Can you mark her or?
Not on here, but I can.
Okay. We have 16 Oh, yeah, right. We have 16 supervisors present. Supervisor Kirby is present. Supervisor Garcia will be arriving late. And Supervisors Belsky, Brown, Geertsen, Nez, Poole, and Stocker are excused.
Citizens' comments. Are there any citizens wishing to speak? Any citizens wishing to speak? Any citizens wishing to speak? Seeing none, citizens' comments are closed. Announcements of the chair. Just a friendly reminder about the Committee of the Whole next Wednesday night at 6 p.m. in Chambers here on the South Branch. If you can make it, that would be wonderful. It's going to be a very enlightening presentation. And we'll move on to, we don't have any youth and governance tonight. Supervisor reports. Are there any supervisors wishing to speak? Supervisor Grady.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just a reminder that the Public Works Committee will have their weekly, monthly meeting next week on Monday evening at the Kenosha County Center, KCC, Highway 50 and 45. That'll be at 6:30 p.m. So anyone who wants to attend, please, we encourage you to do so. The rest of my report deals mainly with last month's topics and things that were covered, so I'll go into those just briefly. Taking a look at Brookside, we had a shingle replacement roof area that had been completed. That's all done. As far as the Correction Center, KCDC, there's a total of 4 phases. The third phase should be completed next month, we're hoping, and then the 4th phase out of 4 should be done April/May of this year. So we're working on that and trying to keep that going. As far as these generators go, we have a couple generators that you've heard about before. One is at Kenosha County Center, KCC. That is all set and ready to go as far as the infrastructure and the utility work site. We're just waiting for the unit to arrive, and that should be done sometime next month. Also, another backup generator, which will be done at Brookside. It's a little bit more complicated there because the way the power grid is set up, it's not just Brookside, but it also affects that general kind of corner area on Washington Road and, what would it be, 39th. So when that has to be accomplished, which will be 6/16 of 25, they will have to shut down the power grid for a period of time, which means that Bradford High School will be without power. So of course that's happening on a weekend so as not to interfere with things, but again, it's during summer break, so it should be minimally intrusive, but if you have any questions and so forth, we can delve into that. A couple other things we can talk about. We've got some underground gasoline and fuel tanks for the public safety building just to the north of us here. That was supposed to be a rebid because they had come in at a higher cost expectation than we had imagined, and so that's being taken a look at as well. Golf, real briefly, simulators are up and running at Brightondale, pretty well attended. They have leagues that are going on out there. And I'm just trying to see what else I have here on my list. For highways, we have a couple of vacancies for patrol positions, so we're looking to try to fill those. You've seen that we've had a couple of snow incidents, and by all reports, it appears as though the highway crews have done a pretty good job. I've heard no reports to the contrary, so those of you who are perhaps out on the west end, if you have concerns, things you'd like to bring forward, please let us know, but so far, so good as far as I understand. As far as parks go, we're talking about some additions that are being made to upgrade our facilities. They're talking about the communications fiber being added to Old Settlers Park and Kemper Center. We're still awaiting some documentation from the DNR to proceed with some of that, but that's on tap. There's probably a lot of other stuff I could go into. We do have an item on this evening's agenda which deals with the Silver Lake rental of paddleboards and kayaks, so I don't have to delve into that. We'll go into that as far as the motion that's being presented this evening. And you'll hear from me again shortly when we have our meeting this Monday evening to bring the more current topics up. But that's my report for the time being. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Supervisor Grady. Any other supervisors that would like to give a report or an update this evening? Seeing none, supervisor reports are closed.
County Executive Appointments 27, Daniel Gashke to serve on the Human Services Board.
Refer to Human Services Committee.
New business, Resolution 80 from Judiciary and Law Enforcement Committee, a resolution to approve the regular cabaret license for Stumble Inn Bar and Grill, 1501 200th Avenue in the town of Paris. This passed unanimously at committee. Supervisors Belsky and Carroll were excused.
Supervisor Franco.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move Resolution 80.
Moved by Supervisor Franco, seconded by Supervisor Brookhouse. Supervisor Franco.
Yes, this is a resolution to approve a regular cabaret license for the Stumble Inn Bar and Grill in the town of Paris. Probationary license was approved by the County Board on June 18th, 2024. There have been no violations, and the Judiciary and Law Committee voted in favor of the resolution. We ask for the board's support.
Thank you, Supervisor Franco. Any discussion on Resolution 80? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution 80 passes unanimously.
Resolution 81 from Judiciary and Law Enforcement Committee, a resolution to approve the regular cabaret license for Sit and Bull, 39600 Bloomfield Road in the town of Wheatland. This passed unanimously at committee. Supervisors Belsky and Carroll were excused.
Supervisor Franco.
I move Resolution 81.
Moved by Supervisor Franco, seconded by Supervisor Gray. Supervisor Franco.
This is another resolution to approve the cabaret license for the Sit and Bull Tavern in the town of Wheatland. Probationary license was approved in September of 2024. There have been no violations during the probationary period. The committee voted in support of the resolution. We ask for the board's support.
Thank you, Supervisor Franco. Any discussion on Resolution 81? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution 81 passes unanimously.
Resolution 82 from the Judiciary and Law Enforcement Committee, a resolution to approve the regular cabaret license for Jetty's Bar, 1660 240th Avenue in the town of Brighton. This passed unanimously at committee. Supervisors Belsky and Carroll were excused.
Supervisor Franco.
I move Resolution 82.
Moved by Supervisor Franco, seconded by Supervisor Gray. Supervisor Franco.
This is a final resolution to approve a regular cabaret license for Jetty's Bar and Grill in the town of Brighton. A probationary license was approved on July 3rd, 2024. There have been no incidents during this period. The committee voted in favor of the resolution, and we ask for the board's support.
Thank you, Supervisor Franco. Any discussion on Resolution 82? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution 82 passes unanimously.
Resolution 83 from the Judiciary and Law Enforcement and the Finance Administration Committees, a resolution to accept grant funds offered through Wisconsin Department of Justice for the 2025 Wisconsin OJA Multi-Jurisdictional Drug Task Force Grant, Southeast Area Drug Operations Group. This passed unanimously at both committees. Supervisor Belsky and Carroll were excused from Judiciary and Law, and Supervisors Brookhouse and Geertsen were excused from Finance and Administration Committee.
Supervisor Franco.
This is, I move Resolution 83.
Moved by Supervisor Franco, seconded by Supervisor Gens. Supervisor Franco.
This is a resolution for the 2025 Multi-Jurisdictional Drug Task Force Grant from the Southeast Area Drug Operations Group, also known as CDOG. The total grant award is over $200,000, of which $53,140 goes to Kenosha County for investigation costs, surveillance over time, and the purchase of equipment. The remaining balance will be distributed to other counties. The grant spending is for 2025 and will require no additional tax levy dollars. The committee voted in favor of the resolution, and we ask for the board's support.
Thank you, Supervisor Franco. Any further discussion on Resolution 83? This does require a two-thirds vote, so please vote on your electronic device. Supervisor Kirby, for the record, can you please state your vote?
Aye.
Thank you.
That passes with 16 votes, which is two-thirds.
More than two.
Okay, Resolution 83 passes unanimously.
Resolution 84 from the Public Works and Facilities and the Finance and Administration Committees, a resolution for vendor permit agreement, which includes lease of land with Whenever Water Sports. This passed unanimously at both committees. Supervisors Belsky, Decker, and Gray were excused from the Public Works and Facilities Committee. Supervisors Brookhouse and Geertsen were excused from Finance and Administration Committee.
Supervisor Grady.
I would move resolution number 84.
Moved by Supervisor Grady, seconded by Supervisor Gens. Supervisor Grady.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As you may know, out at Silver Lake, we have had paddleboard and kayak rentals for some time. The mechanics of the way it worked is we actually had to have the lifeguards go away from their lifeguard duties if they were able to, and take care of the rental of these units, which is not very, efficient. If you have larger numbers of people using the beach and so forth, the lifeguards should be doing their lifeguard duty. So we did a bit of research, came up with this Whenever Sports Water Group, and what they do is they actually have a rental facility, little rental station, which we lease to them for that purpose, and it can work with one of your smartphones. It can be done by very convenient methodology where we don't have to utilize county staff to do it. So we've seen where it's worked in other instances. We'd like to still offer that service. We'd like to unburden our lifeguards and have them do the duty which they are basically there to do in the first place. So it looks like it's kind of a win-win. It should be good for us as a county, should be good for the people who are using the equipment, and we ask your approval this evening.
Thank you, Supervisor Grady. Any discussion on Resolution 84? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Resolution 84 passes unanimously.
Communications 71, communication from the Kenosha County Sheriff's Department, a resolution to accept the Justice Assistance Grant license plate reader cameras.
Refer to Judiciary and Law Enforcement and Finance Committees.
72, communication from the Public Works and Facilities Committee, a resolution to approve a right-of-way dedication along County Trunk Highway N associated with 38th Street LLC, U-Line Development, just west of County Trunk Highway UE 136th Avenue for approximately 700 feet.
Refer to Public Works and Facilities Committee.
73, communication from Andy M. Bueller regarding future items scheduled before the Planning, Development, and Extension Education Committee.
Receive and file.
74, communication from Supervisors Laura Belsky, Aaron Caro, David Geertsen, and Aaron Decker, an ordinance amending portions of Municipal Code of Kenosha County, Chapter 8.02.
Refer to Judiciary and Law Enforcement Committee.
Claims, 28, Kenneth Eterno, property damage.
Refer to Corporation Counsel.
The approval of the February 4th, 2025 minutes by Supervisor Decker.
Supervisor Decker.
Motion to approve the February 4th, 2025 minutes.
Motion by Supervisor Decker, second by Supervisor Morrissey. Any discussion on the minutes? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Supervisor Decker, second by Supervisor Nordigan. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?